First, welcome to the video. Today we will unpack the realities of securing a work visa in the NGO, human rights, and education sectors for the UK and Italy. We will set expectations, then map out strategic actions that actually improve your odds. Stay with me through the end for a practical roadmap and 2 quick quizzes to test your understanding. Next, here is our agenda. We will begin with a reality check about the labor market. Then, we will cover the UK skilled worker visa mechanics, followed by Italy's Decreto Flussi quota system. Afterward, we will highlight niche skills that actually attract sponsorship, show how to leverage unique languages, and propose a concrete action plan with timelines. Finally, we will test your knowledge with quick quizzes and end with key takeaways. Before we dive in, an important transition. Please note that nothing here is legal advice. Policies change frequently, including salary thresholds, sponsor eligibility, and quota timing. Always verify details on official UK and Italian government sites, or consult an immigration lawyer if you need tailored guidance. Moving on, here's the core truth. While experience in education projects, human rights, and general project management is valuable, for immigration purposes it is often considered abundant in the local market. Sponsors reserve visas to fill recognized skills shortages, not broad competence. Therefore, you must position yourself as niche and difficult to replace domestically. Now let's break down the skilled worker visa. First, a UK employer must hold a sponsor license, which is expensive and requires rigorous compliance. Second, the job must correspond to an eligible standard occupational classification code and meet the required salary threshold. Third, employers are selective because sponsorship brings oversight and cost. As a result, generalist roles are rarely sponsored unless tied to a recognized shortage or niche expertise tied to mission-critical work. Next, the shortage occupation list is your compass. It identifies roles the UK explicitly needs. You should map your background to these roles where feasible. If your experience includes technical project work, such as data infrastructure, information security, or specialized education technology, focus your upskilling efforts there. That alignment dramatically increases sponsorship potential compared with general event coordination or standard project management. Building on that, here is a comparison. In the UK, the skilled worker route relies on licensed sponsors and salary thresholds, with the shortage occupation list guiding viable paths. Meanwhile, in Italy, access is controlled by the Decreto Flussi quotas, which are limited and often filled quickly. These quotas seldom prioritize general NGO or education roles. Additionally, Italian processes can be bureaucratic, making sponsorship rarer outside large international organizations with legal capacity. Continuing to Italy, the Decreto Flussi controls the annual intake of non-EU workers through quotas. The decree announces categories and numbers, portals open briefly, and quotas often fill quickly. NGO and education roles are rarely prioritized. Realistically, only large international organizations with clear niche needs and legal infrastructure occasionally sponsor through this channel. Next, here is your action strategy. First, go niche and global by joining an international, NGO, or multinational in your home market and targeting internal transfer routes. Second, leverage your unique language mix for roles requiring specific regional expertise. Third, specialize technically in areas such as cybersecurity for nonprofits, data protection compliance, or education technology, which are closer to shortage areas. Fourth, consider a specialized postgraduate degree that offers post-study work rights. Fifth, track timing. The UK has rolling hiring, but Italy operates within strict quota windows. Lastly, build targeted networks in specialist communities, where niche roles are posted. Moving forward, transform language ability into functional advantage. Pair your languages with specialized functions. For instance, open source intelligence and Russian or Kazakh for humanitarian due diligence. Field security with Korean for specific regional programs. Or compliance and information governance, leveraging English and Russian for cross-border operations. This pairing makes you harder to replace locally. To clarify pathways, this table maps niche skills to scarcity reasons, example employer types, and potential visa routes. Notice how roles that intersect technical or compliance capabilities with mission work align better with UK sponsorship. For Italy, the most realistic opportunities are quota-aligned, specialized, or seasonal roles within large international organizations. Now, this mind map illustrates how to become irreplaceable. Combine technical depth with your regional language strengths, exploit internal transfer pathways, obtain targeted credentials, align moves with UK shortage lists and Italian quota windows, and build networks inside the right ecosystems. The more branches you can credibly connect, the stronger your sponsorship case becomes. Next, a quick knowledge check. Question: which factor most directly increases your chance of UK sponsorship in the NGO or education space? Options are A, broad project management experience, B, fluency in 2 common European languages, C, mapping your profile to a shortage occupation and meeting salary thresholds, and D, volunteering at local events. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is C. The UK sponsorship framework is heavily influenced by shortage occupations and salary thresholds. While other experiences can help, aligning your role to an eligible shortage occupation with correct salary levels makes the most direct difference. Next, another quick question. In Italy, why is sponsorship through typical NGO roles so rare? Options are A, NGOs do not hire internationally, B, the Decreto Flussi quotas are limited and often prioritize other categories, C, Italian employers cannot sponsor anyone, and D, Italian visas require 10 languages. You may pause the video now to consider your answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section. The right answer is B. Italy's Decreto Flussi is restrictive and competitive. Quotas are limited, fill quickly, and typically do not prioritize standard NGO or education roles, making sponsorship rare outside specialized contexts and large international organizations. Now here is a practical 90 to 180-day plan. First, in weeks 1 and 2, define a niche linked to a UK society code. Second, in weeks 3 to 8, enroll in targeted micro-credentials, such as ISO 27001 Foundations, CIPP/E Basics, or Security Operations for Nonprofits. Third, in weeks 4 to 12, build demonstrable evidence through projects, pilots, or pro bono engagements. Fourth, in weeks 8 to 16, identify licensed sponsors and tailor applications showing salary alignment and shortage relevance. Finally, between weeks 12 and 24, expect interview rounds and prepare documentation thoroughly. To reinforce priorities, this pie chart ranks drivers of sponsorship odds. Niche technical fit contributes the most. Targeting employers who already hold sponsor licenses is next. Language and regional match, plus a strong portfolio, further strengthen your case. Finally, timing and policy awareness can close gaps, particularly around Italy's quotas and UK salary thresholds. In summary, remember these key points. Sponsorship addresses shortages, not general competence. Map your experience to UK shortage roles and ensure salary thresholds are met. Italy's quotas are strict, making niche roles within large organizations the most viable. Pair language skills with specialized functions. Consider internal transfers or post-study routes, and build an evidence-based portfolio that shows you are hard to replace. As we wrap up, the bottom line is clear. Soft skills alone rarely secure visas. In the UK, align to shortage occupations, meet salary thresholds, and focus on licensed sponsors. In Italy, the Decreto Flussi quotas constrain opportunities, so time your efforts and target niche roles within large organizations. A practical pathway is to specialize, build an evidence-based portfolio, pursue internal transfer routes, or consider a targeted degree with post-study work rights. Finally, thank you for watching. If this was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. In the comments, describe the niche you plan to target and the steps you will take in the next 30 days. I will be reading and offering suggestions to help you refine your plan.